Did you know there are divine messages specially prepared for Geminis? Yes, my dear. Today I will reveal to you 10 sacred messages that the universe has lovingly curated for your sign. If you were born between the end of May and the end of June, prepare your heart, because what you'll discover here will touch your soul in ways you never imagined. Do you know that feeling that sometimes you're not being understood? That your restless, curious mind finds no rest? Well, these messages will bring you the peace and understanding you so desperately seek. God knows every detail of your Gemini essence, every thought that runs through your racing mind, every dream that dwells in your heart. And today, through these words, you will understand the divine purpose behind who you are. It's no coincidence that you're here now. The universe conspired to bring this moment to you. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and prepare to receive these messages that will transform the way you see yourself and the world around you. Message 1. Your duality is your greatest strength. How many times have you heard that Gemini is the sign of two faces? How many times have you felt judged for being so different from one day to the next? Well, I want you to understand something fundamental now. This characteristic that many criticize is actually a sacred gift God has placed within you. Your duality is not a weakness, my dear. It's power. It's the divine ability to see all sides of a situation, to adapt to life's changes with an ease few can match. Think about it. When everyone around you is stuck in a single perspective, you can see the bigger picture. When life demands flexibility, you dance with circumstances while others remain paralyzed. This isn't being fickle. This is being wise. It's having the intelligence to understand that life isn't made up of blacks and whites, but of infinite shades. God gave you this ability because He knew you would be capable of carrying this responsibility. He knew you would be strong enough to handle the complexity of having a heart that feels deeply and a mind that never stops questioning. In practice, this means you can be the understanding friend one minute and the firm advisor the next. You can be the serious professional at work and the free spirit at home. Don't beat yourself up about it anymore. Each facet of you has its time and its purpose. When you fully accept this truth, you'll notice how doors begin to open. People will start seeking you out precisely because of this versatility. You'll be the bridge between different worlds, the translator of emotional languages that no one else can decipher. The benefits of embracing your duality are immense. First, you'll stop beating yourself up for not always being the same. Second, you'll use this trait to your advantage in all areas of life. In love, you'll be able to be a partner and a best friend. At work, you'll masterfully navigate different projects. In spirituality, you'll understand both the mystical and practical sides of faith. You'll finally understand that you don't have to choose to be just one thing. You can be everything because God made you complete that way. Message 2. Your curiosity connects you with the divine. That insatiable desire to learn, to discover, to understand everything around you? This isn't a distraction, my dear. It's the divine calling echoing in your soul. Gemini has a mind created to explore the mysteries of the universe. Your curiosity is God's way of leading you to seek the truth in all things. It is through this constant search that you approach the sacred, that you discover the signs the universe leaves along the way. You may often feel guilty for not being able to focus on just one thing. While everyone around you seems to have a singular passion, you're interested in 1,000 different things. But do you know what this means? It means your soul came into this life with a greater mission. You came to connect knowledge, to find wisdom hidden in different places and unite it in a way only you can. Every book you read, every conversation you have, every new experience you seek, all of this is preparing you for something great. Think about how you can apply this to your daily life. When you feel that urge to learn something new, don't ignore it. Follow that call. It could be a course on spirituality, a book on astrology, or a deep conversation with a wise person. Each piece of knowledge you acquire is like a piece of a divine puzzle that only you can put together. And before you know it, you'll realize that everything you've learned begins to make sense together, creating a unique understanding of the world and of yourself. The blessing that comes from this sacred curiosity is immense. You will never stop growing. Your mind will always be young, always active, always discovering new ways of seeing life. This keeps you connected to the divine essence that exists in everything. You become a channel of wisdom for others, because when someone has a question, you always have something valuable to share. Your home becomes a temple of knowledge. Your heart becomes an open book of inspiring experiences. And your life becomes a constant journey of discovery that brings you ever closer to God. Message 3. Your words have healing power. Are you aware of the special gift your voice carries? Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and this is no coincidence. God gave you the power to transform lives through words. How many times has someone told you that you say exactly what they need to hear? How many times have your words brought comfort, enlightenment, or motivation to someone? This is neither luck nor coincidence. It's a spiritual gift you've carried since birth. The problem is that you often don't realize the weight and importance of your words. You might even think you talk too much, that you communicate too quickly, that you change the subject too easily. But the truth is, your way of communicating is perfect just the way it is. It's through this fluidity that you can reach closed hearts. It's through your ease in speaking about diverse topics that you can find the right key for each person. You weren't made to be predictable in communication. You were made to surprise, to touch where it hurts, to heal where it needs healing. How can you use this gift in practice? Start by paying attention to the conversations you have. Notice how people react to your words. Notice when someone opens up to you, when someone asks for your advice, when someone is calmed by your presence. These are signs that your gift is active. Then begin using your words more consciously. Before speaking, mentally ask the universe to guide you. Ask that your words be instruments of healing and love. You'll see how the right things begin to come out of your mouth at the right time. The benefits of recognizing and using this gift are transformative. First, you'll create deeper connections with people. Second, you'll feel useful and purposeful, knowing you're fulfilling your divine mission. Third, you'll attract situations and people who need exactly what you have to offer. Your words will open doors, create opportunities, and most importantly, bring peace to troubled hearts. You'll be remembered as that person who always knew what to say, who always brought light with their words. And that, my dear, is a most precious spiritual legacy. If this video is touching your heart, I have a special request for you. Subscribe to the channel to receive more spiritual messages like this. Activate the bell so you don't miss any content the universe has prepared for you. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Your participation brings wonderful energy to our community. If you feel in your heart to further support this work, consider becoming a member of the channel or making a donation. Every kind gesture helps keep these messages reaching those in need. But the most important thing is that you are here, receiving these words with an open heart. Now let's continue with more divine messages for you. Message 4. Your lightness is medicine for the world. In a world so heavy, so full of worries and tensions, God placed you here to bring lightness. This characteristic of yours of not taking everything too seriously, of finding the light side of situations, of making others laugh even in difficult moments, that is spiritual medicine. Many may say you're superficial, that you don't take things seriously enough. But I tell you, they misunderstand your mission. You weren't made to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You were made to show that it's possible to live with more joy, more relaxation, more spontaneity. Understand that lightness doesn't mean a lack of depth. You can be profound and light at the same time. You can care about the serious things in life without letting them crush you. This ability to float above problems, to not get caught up in dense energies, is what keeps you healthy and good for everyone around you. When you enter a heavy environment and bring your Gemini energy, it's like a window opens and fresh air enters. People breathe easier around you. Problems seem smaller when you're around. To live this fully, remain exactly who you are. Don't try to force a seriousness that isn't your nature. Of course, there are moments that call for more sobriety, and you know how to recognize those moments. But overall, allow yourself to be this light and free soul. Tell your jokes. See the funny side of situations. Don't hold on to grudges or hurt feelings for too long. Let go of what no longer serves you. Dance even when there's no music. Smile even when the day is gray. This is your form of prayer, did you know? Your joy is your gratitude to God for life. The benefits of this lightness are enormous for you and the world. You will live longer and healthier because you won't accumulate the poison of bitterness. You will have lighter, more pleasurable relationships because you won't suffocate people with heavy demands. You will work better because you see challenges as games to be won, not as burdens to be carried. And most importantly, you will be a living example that it is possible to be happy, even when everything around you seems to conspire against it. Your lightness is revolutionary, it is spiritual, it is necessary. Never let anyone extinguish that light within you. Message 5. Your restlessness hides a greater calling. That constant feeling that you should be doing more, going somewhere else, being a different version of yourself. That restlessness that won't let you rest for long. Many will say this is anxiety, that you need to calm down, that you should be content with what you have. But I'll reveal a secret to you. This restlessness isn't a problem. It's a divine calling. It's God nudging you, reminding you that you have a greater purpose to fulfill in this life. Gemini wasn't made to stand still. Your spirit was created for movement, for change, for constant evolution. When you feel the agony of staying in the same place for too long, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's because your spirit knows there's more. More to learn, more to experience, more to contribute to the world. This restlessness is the fuel that moves you toward your destiny. Without it, you would stagnate. With it, you are always growing, always transforming, always getting closer to who you truly came to be. The secret is learning to work with this energy instead of fighting it. When you feel restlessness coming on, don't try to stifle it. Ask it what it's trying to tell you. What do you need to change? What new path do you need to explore? What part of your life is crying out for renewal? Sometimes the answer is simple. Could be a new course you need to take. An important conversation you need to have. A project that's been sitting in the drawer waiting for your courage. Other times it's something bigger, like a career change or a city change. Trust what your restless heart is trying to show you. When you embrace this restlessness as an ally, everything changes. You stop feeling guilty for never being satisfied. You begin to see each new desire as an opportunity for growth. Your relationships improve because you stop demanding that others complete or entertain you. You become responsible for your own renewal. Your life becomes more interesting, more colorful, more full of stories to tell. And best of all, you live aligned with your purpose, always moving toward the best version of yourself. This restlessness is a blessing, not a curse. Message 6. Your gift of adaptation is divine protection. Have you ever noticed how you adapt to any situation? How you can converse with completely different people? How you feel comfortable in diverse environments? This isn't by chance. It's a spiritual shield God has placed within you. While many struggle with change and have difficulty adapting, you flow with life's transformations with impressive ease. This is one of the greatest protections anyone can have in this uncertain and ever-changing world. You often take this for granted because it's natural to you. But stop and think about how many people around you become paralyzed when something goes wrong. How many despair at unexpected events? How many can't handle sudden changes? You, on the other hand, take a deep breath and find a way to move forward. This flexibility is divine wisdom in action. It's confirmation that you have spiritual guardians guiding you, because you trust the flow of life instead of resisting it. To further strengthen this gift, begin to consciously recognize each time you adapt to something. Thank the universe for this ease. When a situation suddenly changes, instead of panicking, breathe and ask yourself what opportunity lies hidden within this change. Often, what seems like a problem at first is actually the universe redirecting you towards something better. Your ability to adapt quickly allows you to seize these opportunities, while others are still complaining about the change. The benefits of this adaptability are protection on every level. You survive crises that knock others down. You can start over as many times as necessary. You don't get stuck in bad situations because you always find a way out. In relationships, you can interact with different types of people, expanding your connections and opportunities. At work, you are valued precisely for your ability to handle different demands and changes of plans. Spiritually, you understand that the only constant is change, and this brings you profound peace. You don't fight life. You dance with it. And that, my dear, is living in harmony with the divine. Message 7. Your youth of spirit is eternal. There's something about you that never ages. No matter how old you are in body, your spirit remains young, curious, and full of life. This is a rare blessing God has given Geminis. While many lose the sparkle in their eyes as they age, you continue to see the world with wonder. You continue to want to learn, experiment, and live. This eternal youth isn't superficial. It's a connection with the essence of life, which is movement, renewal, and constant discovery. Have you ever noticed how out of place you feel around very serious, spiritually aged people? How easily you converse with younger people? How you maintain interests that others your age have abandoned? All of this is a sign that your soul refuses to age. And that's wonderful. It means you'll live every day intensely, never falling into the trap of thinking you've lived it all. seen it all, or know it all. You maintain the gaze of someone who is always discovering the world for the first time. To nurture this spiritual youth, surround yourself with things that inspire you. Read new books. Learn new skills. Make friends with people of different ages. Travel, even if it's to places close to you. Change your routines every now and then. Try different foods. Listen to music you've never heard before. Each new experience nourishes this youth and keeps you alive inside. Don't let the obligations of adulthood extinguish this flame. It is sacred. The benefits of maintaining this youthful spirit are incredible. You'll stay healthy for much longer, because your body reflects your state of mind. You'll have more energy to pursue your dreams, regardless of age. You'll inspire those around you to also not give up on living life to the fullest. You'll create beautiful memories until the very end of your life. And most importantly, you'll fulfill your purpose of showing the world that it's possible to live with joy and curiosity forever. Your eternal youth is a gift to you and to everyone who has the privilege of knowing you. Message 8. Your need for freedom is sacred. That suffocating feeling when someone tries to hold you back, control you, or limit your movements. This isn't selfishness or a lack of commitment. It's your soul crying out for the freedom that is your divine right. Gemini needs space to breathe, to be, to explore. When you feel trapped, whether in a relationship, a job, or any situation, a part of you begins to die. And God doesn't want you to die in life. He wants you to soar. You may often feel guilty about this need for freedom. You may think you should be content with less space, less autonomy. But I tell you with absolute certainty, don't blame yourself. Your need for freedom is not a character flaw. It's a fundamental characteristic of your spiritual nature. You came into this world to show that it is possible to be free and still love, to be free and still commit, to be free and still contribute. Freedom for you is not abandonment. It is the necessary condition for you to be who you truly are. In practice, this means you need to create a life that respects this need. Choose relationships with people who understand that love isn't about possession. Look for jobs that give you autonomy and flexibility. Organize your routine so you have time for yourself, without having to answer to anyone. When you feel like you're getting too caught up, communicate this clearly and lovingly. The people who truly love you will understand and respect you. And those who don't deserve to be in your life. The benefits of honoring your need for freedom are transformative. You will live more authentically, happier, and more whole. You will stop trying to mold yourself into the small spaces others try to offer you. You will attract people and situations that celebrate who you are, not try to change you. You will breathe better, sleep better, and live better. Your mental and emotional health will thank you. And you will finally understand that freedom is not a luxury. It is a spiritual necessity. It is your way of honoring the gift of life God has given you. Fly, my dear. You were born for this. Message 9. Your quick mind receives divine messages. Those thoughts that flash through your head. Those ideas that come out of nowhere. Those sudden intuitions you have. You might often think it's just your busy mind at work. But I'll tell you something important. Your fast-paced mind is actually an extremely sensitive spiritual antenna. You receive divine messages all the time, but the speed at which they arrive makes you fail to recognize them as such. God communicates with each person differently. With you, He speaks quickly because He knows you can process information at high speed. That sudden thought of calling someone and discovering they needed you. That sudden idea that solves a problem you've been racking your brain for days. That hunch that makes you change course and avoid a problem. These are all divine messages arriving through your Gemini mind. To better utilize this channel of communication with the divine, you need to learn to pay attention to your quick thoughts. Don't dismiss an idea just because it came too quickly. Instead, write down these intuitions even if they seem meaningless at the time. Often, their meaning will reveal itself later. Also, develop moments of silence, even if brief, to better tune into these messages. It doesn't have to be a long meditation. It can be a few minutes at the beginning of the day or before bed, just listening to what comes. The benefits of recognizing your mind as a divine channel are immense. You'll make better decisions because you'll be able to distinguish between ordinary thinking and spiritual guidance. You'll avoid problems before they arise because your intuition will alert you. You'll find creative solutions to challenges because the answers will come directly from the divine source. You'll feel more guided, more protected, more confident. Your life will flow more easily because you'll be following the signs the universe places in your path. Trust your quick mind. It is a blessing, not a curse. Message 10. Your purpose is to be a bridge between worlds. This is perhaps the most important message of all. Your greatest purpose in this life is to be a bridge. A bridge between people who don't understand each other. Between ideas that seem opposed. Between heaven and earth, the spiritual and the material, the old and the new. You have the rare ability to move between different worlds and make them communicate. This is a divine mission of the highest order. Think about all the times you've served as a translator in a difficult conversation. How many times you've helped two sides understand each other. How many times you've brought information from one place to another, and thereby created important connections. You do this naturally without even realizing how special it is. But it's time for you to consciously understand this mission. You're not here just for yourself. You're here to unite, connect, and circulate information and energy between people and dimensions. To fully live this purpose, begin to observe where you are called to build these bridges. At work, it could be between different departments. In the family, between generations. Between friends from different groups. In the spiritual world, between different beliefs and practices. Don't be afraid to occupy this role as mediator. Don't feel overwhelmed by it. Understand that it is your gift and your joy to make these connections. When you live this purpose, everything makes sense. The pieces fit together. The benefits of embracing your role as a bridge are enormous. You'll finally understand why you're so good at so many different things. Why you have so many varied interests. Why you meet such diverse people. All of this is preparation for your mission. You'll feel useful and fulfilled because you'll know you're making a real difference in the world. You'll create a network of connections that will sustain you and open unimaginable doors for you. And most importantly, you'll live in alignment with your divine purpose, which is the greatest source of peace and happiness there is. You are a bridge, my dear. Embrace this beautiful mission God has given you. We've reached the end of these 10 divine messages for you, dear Gemini. I hope each word touched your heart and helped you see how special you are, how valuable your gifts are, how purposeful your existence is. You're not too complicated, too restless, or too different. You are exactly as you need to be to fulfill your mission in this world. I want to leave you with one final thought. Every time you feel misunderstood or judged for who you are, remember these messages. Remember that God made you this way with intention and love. Your duality, your curiosity, your words, your lightness, your restlessness, your adaptability, your eternal youth, your need for freedom, your quick mind, and your role as a bridge. All of this is sacred. All of this is necessary. All of this is you fulfilling your divine purpose. So live fully, my dear. Don't hide. Don't diminish yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not just to please others. Be the force of nature you were born to be. The world needs your light, your energy, your Gemini magic. And always remember, God makes no mistakes. He created you perfect, and these 10 messages are proof that you are loved, seen, and valued exactly as you are. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these messages touched your heart the most? Which one resonated most with you? Leave a comment. Your experience might inspire and help another Gemini watching. And don't forget to share this video with that Gemini friend or family member who needs to hear these words today. Together, let's spread this beautiful energy and this deep understanding of the Gemini sign. A kiss on your heart, and until next time.